Hello, welcome back to our Teacup commentary. Today we're gonna look at Dustin Mcphetridge, police interview. The second half, right? We're on part two. If you haven't seen the first half, right, it's out now. And yeah, thank you again for the sponsor of this video, the person who requested this, Scrooge. He wants to go by that. It's fine. But yeah, if you want to request some things, like, go ahead. This was a paid request, so you could do those too. I don't mind, but they're not needed. I'm eventually gonna go through TCAP. I'm essentially gonna go through all of it. But anyway, let's continue. If you like TCAP, check out the channel. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. I'm back. Try not to.
XX. Perfect drug. XX, I think.
Perfect drug.
Where did you meet?
Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay, he was talking about people he has met online, and he was trying to name off some usernames. The detective Dudinsky wanted him to say some of these usernames, so maybe they can track him down if they need to, right? And this and that.
Any of them underage?
No, sir.
Nope.
No.
Apparently.
What's their screen names? Do you remember any of them?
I can try to. XX. Perfect drug. XX, I think.
Where did you meet these people at? Which chat rooms? The same ones?
This has been over years and years, so it's hard to say.
Jeez.
And she was talking to me about she had moved back to Tennessee and she would like to see me again, and I was like, okay. I talked to her some, and then she disappeared again.
The one not this one, the one you had sex with.
Yeah, and she was I want to say 21.
21. Nobody
how old I am.
underage.
No, sir.
What's your cell phone number?
Of course, they're not gonna release that. Surprisingly, they have, I don't know how they get these videos, truthfully. I assume the people, they talk to the police stations and they request information about the case. I've always been under the assumption that's how people get this type of footage. I've wanted to maybe see if I could get some footage like this, make a video like something like this for myself. But yeah, it's redacted information, right? They redacted a lot of other things, right? License plate, address, social security, and now a phone number.
And if I had the phone in front of me, I could tell you who's who, if I had anything with them, how old they are.
Where do you live at right now?
At home with my mama.
At home. He's asking an address. His mama. Nice. But I will say, the first half of Dustin's interview, when I was editing it, I was thinking how little I talked, and I don't know if that's okay. Sometimes you don't need me to talk the entire time. But yeah. I'm trying to find a good balance, trying. But yeah. It's getting really close to Christmas. It's the 21st today. Still quiet. Maybe they forgot to turn on the audio again, but
I would rather break the stupid news to her first.
Okay, what city is that again?
Like I said, I don't want to go to jail. I can't live in jail, and I don't want no problems. And
now, when you live there with her, is that your computer? Or is that her computer? Or?
She bought it, but I use it.
Where's it at? In the house.
And
you're gonna go get it.
I guess it's my living area.
My living area?
Your living area?
Yeah, I've got a bedroom. I've got two bedrooms. One's got my bed in it, and then the other one's computer desk. And
that's your area?
Yeah, computer desk.
Does she use the computer?
She has a few times. She's used it a few. She had her own, and it tore up. And she uses that occasionally and stuff.
So it's you and your mom just live together?
Her third husband.
He lives there too?
Yeah.
Does he use your computer?
He's used it a couple times to look at x-rays, and he's used hers a couple times. But
X-rays?
he's got a bad back and neck.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, for a second I thought he was gonna say that his his mother's third husband is like a doctor. That would be really insane, but because of, I don't know. It's just I don't know how you would introduce someone of that, I have nothing to say. You know what I mean? Stature into this case, but no, I really wondered if he was gonna like bring his family into the whole mix and be like, hey, maybe they also talk with them or whatever. You know what I mean? It kind of puts some blame on them. Sometimes some suspects do that, where it's like, oh, I'm not the only one using my computer. It could have been my brother. It could have been my father. You know what I mean?
he's not very computer literate.
What kind of computer is it?
Just
Macintosh.
one I custom ordered.
Oh, you custom ordered it?
Yeah, I ordered the parts and I had a friend to help me build it.
Oh, really?
I can do parts of it, but I can't do a few things with it because
So
of
you're
my
pretty
hand.
computer savvy, though.
Somewhat depends on the subject. I mean,
Up until 2 years ago, I didn't know there was a caps lock button. Didn't know what that meant, so I didn't touch it. But you can build one?
fine.
with a little help. Yeah, I mean, it's just buying the parts and stuff on the side. And
What about a webcam? You got one of them?
no, sir. I had a some kind of cheap digital camera that they had on TV. I plugged it up once to see what it was about a webcam, and I don't even know where the thing is. It's either in the closet or buried in the computer desk one.
Do you have any pornography on your computer?
Yes, sir.
Anything of anybody underage?
I don't think so.
Oh, man, like, everyone watches these type of videos, right? I'm not talking about the interrogation. I'm talking about, what the topic at hand is. And I would like to think that everyone kind of knows what they're watching. You know what I mean? There's so many genres and stuff, and, the categories, I guess. Him saying he doesn't know is kind of concerning, because I would like to think you would know what you have downloaded, especially if something that caliber, you know what I mean? Like, these aren't something that you just, like, scroll past, you know what I mean? You had to deliberately download it. It's not like, there was... I mean, maybe there was websites like this at this time, but still, like, he hasn't given a straight answer for that, and it's not a good sign.
You don't think so? How could you not know?
Yep.
Did you ever see any underage on your computer? Or view any images?
I've viewed images
Of,
before, I think.
of underage people?
Lord.
Not meaning to, and I don't know what else saved on it.
What do you mean, not meaning to? How can you not mean to?
I mean, you go on the internet and look up porno, and you don't know if they're of age or not.
Mm-hmm.
Some are.
Well, remember,
bit of an
I just told you, I
excuse.
just found a caps lock button a couple years ago, so I'm not real computer savvy. So explain to me how you get porn on the internet. I understand you can punch in porn, but what I'm talking about is underage people. Do you exchange porn with other people?
No, sir.
Okay, how do you do
I
it?
have. I will change that story a small bit. I have a female friend that has sent me a couple female photos of a couple of her friends on Adult Friend Finder or something like that.
Okay.
This sounds nasty.
So the porno that you're looking at is off of websites.
Yeah,
Is that what you're telling me?
yeah, and off of Emulx, and I mean
Off of what?
a download program.
Download program? What did you call it just now?
Emulx.
Emulx?
It's Emul, but you don't have to share stuff to send.
So that could be just other people sending you stuff.
Yeah.
Do you save porn on your computer?
I don't understand what that is. I'm gonna be honest. The Emulx website, or I guess downloading software, I don't know. It sounds like you could just... It sounds just like downloading things off of the internet, but, I feel like he would have just said that. But to be honest, his explanation of like he had a female friend online that sent him pictures of her friends from Adult Finder is really strange. You know what I mean? Especially exchanging pictures of people you know, of explicit pictures, essentially, or more, man, I'm stumbling on words. You know what I mean? I always look back at these moments and I'm like, dude, the answer was so obvious, but I get a little bit nervous. Leave me alone. But like it's in particular pictures of explicit, images and stuff. Is strange. I don't understand why something like that would happen. You know what I mean? You shouldn't do that. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Jesus Christ, man.
Computer.
Yes.
Videos or just pictures?
I'm more confused than anything.
Both.
Both, and I need to delete it. I meant to.
Do you burn any CDs or anything of it?
I think they have been burnt CDs of it, and I don't know exactly where they are. I don't know if they're on the desk, if I've thrown them away or what. I can't. And I mean, I'm getting rid of it as soon as I go home because I don't want trouble. And I mean, I help my buddy do DVDs.
Wrestling.
And I mean,
Did y'all ever burn any porn DVDs?
No, he does wrestling DVDs of himself.
Okay.
That over the years, and I've edited the matches down,
right,
so he can sell them and stuff because they're his matches. And I mean, I can't lose the computer because I can't help him if I lose the computer, and I help.
A big concern from the police. No, this line of questioning has essentially set up to help if there ever was to be a search warrant, and seize of his computer, which they have done before. I know they've done before in TCAP, where they do go to people's houses and take their computers. And they're asking, like, did you ever burn, CDs and stuff? Because that's a lot of, evidence that they could use. And it doesn't seem like Dustin has grasped the concept of him being arrested right now, because he's not going home. There's no chance in hell he's going home after this. You know what I mean? Most of these people are already going to be put, like, in a holding cell or whatever. You know what I mean? They're going to be in jail. They're not leaving this place,
Help him with his website, and I mean, I'm being honest with you, sir. And I mean, like, as soon as I get out here, I'll go home and delete any porno off the computer. Go through every DVD I have, CD, whatever. I say DVD and CD, and it's the same thing to me because it's the basics.
Pornography in itself, looking at porno, isn't necessarily legal. What I'm interested in is if you have pornography of underage people, and you told me not that you know of. What is the likelihood that we're going to find something that's somebody underage?
There's probably a few photos and a few videos that I had downloaded.
Of underage people?
Yeah, but like I said, I ain't went through.
You downloaded them?
Yeah,
Did you save them?
But I have not went through all of them.
But did you save them?
Yeah, they're on the hard drive, and I mean, there's at one point, it was saving things in different folders.
I just realized what happened. I mean, it took me a second to realize what the Detective Dudinsky was getting to. He just admitted that he did download, CP, and that his possession of CP. He hit him with another charge, realistically, right there and then. And it's a very amazing play, to be honest. I didn't see it coming at all. You know what I mean? Because I was wondering why he kept asking things like that. It's like, do you have it? Is there pictures? Do you have CDs of this? It's all normal questions, but I didn't realize it was setting up for something like that. And another thing that I was thinking about while listening to these two is how he said, "Are we going to find?" You know what I mean? I feel like he shouldn't have said that, but I feel like Dustin's not paying enough attention to like combat that. You know what I mean? If I was him, I would have said, like, what is the likelihood of there being some in there? You know what I mean? Not what is the what are the chances that we are going to find this? You know what I mean? But I don't think he's trying to trick Dustin, you know what I mean? How some detectives do to make sure that the suspect doesn't get provoked and stuff. But, as is, Dustin is very open about what he's saying, and he's just treating it light. He's not doing much to get him to talk.
And I had not went through everything to see what it is. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Did you, what's the likelihood that you burned any of these to disc where there's underage people?
I don't think I had, because the ones...
You don't think? I'm asking you what the likelihood is. Do you remember ever burning any?
The only ones that I've burnt to DVD, I had viewed, and there was no children in them.
Did you ever share any pornography with underage people?
No.
Okay.
I don't share porno, period.
Once you get it, yours?
Yeah. You got to find it yourself.
Okay.
And I mean, because I don't know who would be on the other end.
I was going to pause for something else, but what he just said at the end there, took me by surprise. He doesn't share he doesn't share his videos and pictures because he doesn't know who's at the other end of it. If you're aware, why Dustin is here, he went to visit a minor home alone that was set up by NBC with Chris Hansen, and in that he sent pictures of private parts to this supposed 14-year-old girl that was a decoy by the show. But I was also going to mention how the Dinsky is making light of the situation, and that's really good, because I feel like if it gets too serious, Dustin's going to overthink what he's being asked and maybe trying to lie again. But I'm also seeing, how he's positioned too. Like, he seems more laid back than anything. He's kind of covering his mouth too, to not kind of, it's hiding. It's like almost hiding in a sense, where you hide what you're thinking, or there's something uncomfortable being said, which, to be fair, it is. Dustin is saying some pretty crazy things. He is admitting to a lot of things, but yeah, just some things I'm noticing.
I don't know who would be on the other end.
So your mom and I guess your stepdad and you live in this house. Is there anybody else that lives there?
No.
No children?
Oh.
At one point, her niece was staying with us, and I wouldn't...
Your mom's niece?
Yeah, and I would never think of doing anything. And
how old was she?
See, because he's really covering his face a lot, the detective. But I know there is a psychology behind it, but I'm not too familiar, so I'm not gonna say oh, this means that he's thinking or something, right? I am trying, but I think it's like not shame, but it's hiding from the subject, because it is uncomfortable to hear that this guy who just got caught doing something heinous could have potentially done something to a niece of his. It's something pretty uncomfortable.
You're asking a hard question, because I can't even remember our birthday sometimes. 6 to 8. And
God, man. Yeah, this is bad.
You never did nothing with her?
God, no.
Okay. What's her name?
Yeah. Well, I literally just read lips. That is not hard to that's not hard to figure out.
No.
But I'm not gonna say it. I'm
What's
not gonna
her
say
name?
it.
Don't know her last name.
Okay.
Hope that girl's okay.
Who's your internet provider?
AT&T, T-Mobile.
It's changed over the years, and if they don't change it, it's going to be Earthlink, because they had messed up my credit card bill.
When's the last time you got on your computer to receive pornography?
To receive porno, been a while.
Been a while?
Been a long time.
When's the last time you chatted with a girl other than the girl that you got picked up for tonight?
In what manner?
Talking about sex or anything?
I was aggravating a...
Whoa, I was aggravating. You probably shouldn't use that wording when you're in something like this, but it is very interesting because I don't know if you just saw and heard, Detective John, right? He stumbled on his words because he didn't want to say, oh, like the girl you just got caught with, or the girl you just got, sentenced for, or like the girl that just puts you in trouble. You know what I mean? I'm sure he wouldn't have said things like that, but he wanted to be careful with his wording. He's like the girl that we picked you up for. You know what I mean? It's always very important to pick your words when in something like this because, you have to be very deliberate of what you're saying, and there is a lot of things that could push someone away, if you are too confrontational, too timid, or whatever, you know what I mean? So
Sex or anything.
It's very interesting to see this play out. Is what I'm saying.
I was aggravating
That is really bad.
late 20-year-old last night or the night before, aggravating her about sex. I think we was joking around about MySpace, and she said, "Oh no, well, you upset there ain't no sex survey?" I said, "No, but what's your favorite position?" That's all it was.
That's all it was.
And I said, what was it? Would you
My God.
run away with me? I think it was. Just joking with her. I mean, her husband's around.
That is noteworthy is a word that I'm going to pick for that. Because in his chat logs, what Detective Dudinsky was saying, and also another thing, I was watching the last, the first part in editing, and I realized that I called Dudinsky Kelly at some point, which is pretty funny. But anyway, when he was talking with the decoy from the house, he did make a joke like that again. I don't know if, that's just his style of joking, right? Run away with me. But it is interesting to hear that he has said that, another time. And it's something that probably Dudinsky has caught on, with him saying that. And Dustin seemed to be very quick to explain that off too, which, he probably caught on too.
Just joking with her. I mean, her husband's around. Joking.
See, joking.
I would never do anything like that, and I mean, it's...
See, look at this. It's like very, it's playing out like how I said it would. He got very serious about saying that was a joke. He would never do something like that, and I'm sure he caught on to why that was significant. You know what I mean? That's your second time saying something like that, and first time it was a joke, second time it was a joke. I mean, there must be some truth to that or some fantasy behind running away. Is what I'm sure Detective Kelly is. See, look, Detective Dudinsky is thinking.
I gotta go. Did you have a driver's license in your wallet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I gotta go get your driver's license real quick, okay? And then I'll be right back. We'll finish up and we'll get you taken care of so you can get out of here, okay?
Okay. What's going to happen to me, sir?
Well, I'm gonna release you to a transport officer. They're gonna take you over to the jail, okay? And they're gonna let you make bond. All right.
How much is bond?
I don't know. We don't set that.
Do I have
the jail sets that?
I can't make bond.
Well, there's a lot of different options on it too, but I don't know what they're offering tonight or what it's going to be. Well,
he's not paying attention. The detectives can't give you a number. The number is not based off of the investigation. It's based off of your arrest, right, or your jailing, aspect of your arrest. And, he just asked twice, essentially, what's going to happen to him about the bond.
Like, people can sign for you or they can OR you, but it's all up to the judge and up to the jail. I don't have any control on that. Okay? Yeah. But let me get your driver's license. I'll come back and talk to you just 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
Interesting. 30-ish minutes left, and, very interesting, I mean, it was very interesting being here. I'm not gonna lie, right? This room is crazy, right? We also saw Lauren Armstrong cry in that chair that Dustin is sitting in, and very good watch. We did watch that, and I did fix the audio because that audio was kind of messed up, but it's good. It's actually good. This one's really good, but I'm out of practice. I haven't recorded in a while.
I've done this,
Like the last video I did around surrounding TCAP was the John DuPay one, and I'll let it play out because nothing's happening. And I recorded that actually October. So I probably like recorded the last time was like November, like late November, and I don't remember what video it was. I think it was the Michael Willis one. So it hasn't been a while, so I'm a little rusty. But yeah, I think at a certain point Dustin has a female interviewer, but I'm not sure. But I think that was the case. Maybe they switch out, which would make sense, because there was also that lady detective who walked in at a certain point. But yeah. I wonder what you would think during this. Yeah, I mean, there's only so many things you can think about, right? And it's probably based off of what's gonna happen to you, right? He's thinking about, he's going to jail right now, and he has to bail, and he probably has to tell his mother what happened. But yeah. Tell you we wait like 20 minutes here, because that's going to be something. I could talk about a lot of things, but I want to stay on topic. I think someone's coming. It is 11 at night right now, too, I think. Which, I don't know if they caught someone else after Dustin got, arrested back in the Sting house, with Chris. And, yeah. And also, if none of you have heard, Chris Hansen's takedown videos have stopped coming out publicly. And it is a sad thing to see, but they explained off what had happened. And I think it's a little bit of BS, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't blame them. They said that a monthly check from YouTube wouldn't cover a month's worth of their expenses for True Blue. And that's the reason why they took down all 20 something videos that they had. And I have those reactions and commentaries over the ones that I managed to watch on my channel. I mean, I do regret not watching all of them, but I managed to catch some really good ones. And if you ever want to check those out, right, they are on my channel. But yeah, Takedown with Chris Hansen is no more publicly coming out, even though they did claim that some full videos and some half videos would come out eventually publicly, but as of now there's none. And truthfully, I think the True Blue YouTube channel is done for. I don't understand why they thought it was a good idea, because truthfully, True Blue is all just Chris Hansen. They have multiple shows and some, podcasts as well that they hold. And I understand it's not just Chris Hansen who hosts True Blue. He has a co-owner, essentially. And yeah, they're doing a lot. And I can see why their costs are pretty high, because they have at least 2 to 3 podcast people, and they have like 6 shows that they run. And I know there is one show called Iron Sheriff or something like that, and it was a guest that they had on. And Chris actually knows really well. I've seen them talk often, in some of the videos. But yeah, as of now, Takedown, there's no more future Predator postings or Predator catching from Chris. And that's not looking good for me, because, I was like, feeding off of that essentially, because Chris was back. But it is a sad reality, but it's a reality that we live in, I guess. I realized I updated you guys only on my Instagram, and honestly, you should follow me if you have one. I know not everyone has an Instagram, but sometimes I go on there, I do polls for like some videos, some questions. I even had some people, I've made a poll that was just a Q&A. You could ask me anything, and I might do one recently, because the last one I did was like a couple of months ago. And there's also me ranting, my very delusional rants. Believe me, I sound You think I'm funny in my videos? I sound even worse in my stories for Instagram. I sound like an actual crackhead.
Hey, bud.
We're back.
It's hot in here. You hot? Here's what we're gonna
I'm
need to
cold
do
as a
real
clam.
quick.
Cold as a
Okay,
clam.
well, here's what we need to do real quick. All right.
Okay.
All right.
They have his ID, driver's license, same thing.
We're gonna fill this out right here. Let me ask you this: on your house, I got an address here of. House,
Correct, sir.
not a duplex, nothing like that. It's a single house.
Yes.
Because they're gonna search
Yeah,
it.
I thought Mom had changed it. I can't do nothing. Yeah, get this. Okay, they put red light the cameras up there in Kingsport at a couple red lights, and I ain't saying nothing bad, but they changed the timing on them from like
What?
5-6 seconds to 3 seconds. And I get to the second hash marking before the red light, it goes to yellow. You know, I
Yellow.
thought I could go through it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me he's gonna admit to running a red light. Believe me, Dustin, that's the least of your worries. And I am also weirded out by the fact that he knows that they changed it by a second for 2 to 3 or whatever, or vice versa. But what is like? I don't know.
And I get halfway below it, and it goes red.
Oh my God, he ran.
Because, I mean, 2
he-
hash markings, you're going to slam on your brakes and probably hit the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So I had to go through it, and I mean,
Bro,
on the registration it says
maybe it is relevant.
the ticket
Who
only come in Mom's name.
knows?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And
Mom probably wasn't happy, was she?
she said, she was like, well, you owe me $100. Oh, God, that was me, because another car ran the red light at the same time on the
Yeah.
other side.
Yeah. Well,
Interesting. Not to be weird, but I don't think here in Texas they have cameras on lights anymore. Because I like look for them, even though no, never mind. I'm lying. There are some lights that are don't run a red light is what I'm trying to say. But there are some lights that some lights that have cameras and some really really advanced cameras at that. So follow traffic
and it's a
laws.
single house. What color is it?
Whitish, off-white, I guess.
Drink from the wrong water
Is
water
it,
bottle.
What's on the outside of it? Is it siding or
Yeah, it's siding.
is it vinyl or wood or
Wood.
It's siding. I mean, vinyl siding.
vinyl siding?
What are y'all gonna search it now?
Well, I gotta know where it's at and what the description is. And
Before you all do, could I please call her and let her know?
That's not necessary,
Well-
but
you're gonna get to make a phone call at the jail, and you live a long ways away, so you know. I'd say it'd probably be a guess. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
I would guess yeah, but I have no control on that.
I mean,
I'm not going down there to search it, okay? But somebody might, and I have no control over when you get your phone call at the jail, okay?
Well, I mean,
I understand.
she's gonna be pissed off either way. Sorry, did you say
So
that?
your house is vinyl siding. Is
see, yeah, he's trying to get him back on track because he was probably gonna go on another tangent about his family. But even if he did manage to give a call to his mother, he was gonna do that anyway. But you know, the need to tell them, hey, the police is going to search the house. You know, what I mean, I understand it could have been, it could be a mess or whatever, but that's the least of your worries is your mother not having the house presentable, I guess.
it
Room
one or
share.
2 stories?
One
1 story.
3 stories.
Is there a garage on it or anything?
carport, gravel driveway, rain
Pretty good
shutters.
Is there a number on it?
His address?
I'm trying to think.
Or on a mailbox out front or anything?
Mailbox.
Should be. I'm trying to think if it's still there or not. There's they is or was. The memory's bad. I'm wanting to say there's gold numbers on the
But
post
they
of
may
the
be gone now.
carport that says 149
What's the
on
most unusual thing about your house if I wanted to pick it out? What would I look for?
it. It's the only one on that side of the street that's got a gravel driveway and a carport.
Okay, only one.
I believe so. And I mean, you ain't going to miss it with that description.
He's probably right. They really don't need too much
What
description.
about the other side of the street? Are there ones with gravel driveway?
No houses. I think one trailer has a gravel driveway.
Any other ones have carports?
There's a couple, but that's the only vinyl, I think, with carport.
This stepdad of yours, has he ever been arrested?
I don't know.
Okay. Are there any guns in the house or anything?
Oh, that's a good question to ask.
I don't know if he has any or not in there. Though I think there might be a rifle BB gun behind the door.
But you've never seen any guns other than the BB gun?
At one point, Mom had like a little Dillinger, but I think she either gave it away or threw it away because it didn't work. That was on top of the refrigerator. But no,
A Derringer, right?
I guess. I don't know. It's to tell about that long. I mean, I guns.
Okay.
I can't fire them, so I don't own any.
Okay.
The only gun I may have is a light gun for a video game system. I think I seen that the other day when
He thought that was really funny. But they are asking a lot of questions about the house, right? And it's very evident what is happening, right? They're going to go to the house. And they're questioning, right, has the father ever committed a crime, right? Like, let's say he assaulted a police officer. Or, like, you know, are there guns there? You know what I mean? A lot of precautions. They're probably going to ask if there's any pets in the house, too. But
went in there for a controller, but I mean, that ain't a real gun neither.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You have any dogs or anything?
Yeah, see, I told you.
I think Mom's keeping her
Hamster.
brother's dog in there, and there's a cat.
What kind of dog?
It's like a
That'd be a
6
small
or 8 week pit bull.
Oh. It's a tiny thing, though. Y'all should be
Bite?
fine.
Playfully.
Okay, but it don't go up and grab your leg and try and take a chunk out of you,
yeah.
kill you.
It's about like that.
Yeah, it's a small
Things, I
dog.
guess.
I mean, can you walk up and pet it and stuff?
Yeah, I did.
I understand the concern, right? Don't get me wrong, but it's a what do you say, 6 to 8 week old pit bull, like puppy?
Go up and grab your leg. Does it bite?
Pit bull.
What kind of dog?
It's like a 6 or 8 week pit
Yeah,
bull.
6 or 8 weeks. That thing is tiny, dude. That thing is extremely tiny.
Bite?
It's ridiculous, but at the same time, I get it. You know what I mean?
Playfully.
Just so they don't, I don't know,
But
kill it.
Don't
But
go up and grab your leg and try and take a chunk out of you, kill you.
It's about like that.
Is
I
it-
guess.
I mean, can you walk up and pet it and stuff?
Yeah, I
dog.
Without
did.
having
It's a puppy,
Yeah.
Go
bro.
for your throat?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out here, finish up your citation, hand it off to the officer that's going to transport you. Justin, good luck to you.
Just,
You have anything to tell me before I leave? Anything else?
Other than I'm sorry that I didn't mean no harm, and I know I said incriminating, stupid stuff, and I'm an idiot. And I mean, that's the God's honest truth, and I don't want trouble, and I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want to fight the legal system, and I hate that I'm wasting your time on, I wouldn't
Well, I'm
say
gonna be
something
here
stupid,
anyways,
but I mean, you're
Good luck to you,
doing
Justin.
what you need to.
it is his job after all, so.
Can't believe I done this. Let me guess, NBC's gonna follow me around everywhere.
Well, they're the media, And I don't run the media, okay? Alright. I'm going to go out here, write this citation up, and we'll be back with you.
Interesting. We do have some time left still. We have 20 minutes. So I wonder what's going to happen. Unless, it's my turn again to just talk for the next 10 minutes. But yeah, that like outro from the Detective Dudinsky was something else, because he told him, do you have anything else to say? And then Dustin goes on this big rant that he's sorry, he's wasting y'all's time and stuff. And that's when the detective just gets up and gets ready to leave, so he doesn't drag out this encounter anymore, because Dustin loves to talk, which is a bad thing to do when you're in trouble. But yeah, should have brought a chair, because I am standing, but I'm fine. It's not like I can't stand for an hour or so. To be fair, the closet is not that hot, this time of year. It used to get a lot hotter, man. But yeah, I'm currently writing a script for my next video. And I am trying my best. I'm trying to make it as good as I can. I'm trying to make it as detailed as I can. It's over a true crime case. And I'll just say it. Actually, no, I won't say it. I'll keep it secret for now, right? If you follow me on my Instagram, you probably know which case it is, because I have said it multiple times on there. But but for you guys, I guess it's better as a surprise. It should be coming out Christmas Day. But if I truly think that this video is just not gonna work, I'm just not gonna post it on that day, and post it whenever I feel like it's ready. I have just barely started the script, and I'm like 900 words in it. I'm like maybe 1/3 through the story. A lot of it has been like fact checking and looking for information and stuff. I even tried contacting some of the jails over some of the suspects in it. And yeah, I've been trying, and I've found a lot of information and stuff, and I'm just trying to put it into my own words and make it sound good. I even have, I downloaded Final Cut Pro trial to see if I can maybe make something better out of it, because I edit on iMovie, and that's just not that great. It's not a super detailed, editing software. I also have CapCut, but it's also, you also want the Pro version, and I don't have that. So being able to use, Final Cut Pro, whatever it's called, in its entirety with all of its capabilities, it'll help me out. And hopefully I'm good with that, I'm spending nearly the entire day trying to do something like this, and writing a script, making sure I, research as best as I can, because this case has been covered in the past. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 people that have made videos on this, but not at the depth that I'm going to. I'm going pretty in there, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. I hope you guys enjoy something like that. I don't expect this video to be extremely viral, but I'm hoping that I catch a nice audience that could, watch it, and, all the effort I'm putting into it, people like it. And that's kind of the entirety of that, but interrogations, right? But yeah, this is just more me talking, just if I would have known that it was just a lot of silence, I would have just made one big video out of it. Because I know the first one is an hour and 16 minutes long. I could have probably tacked on another 50 minutes on there and made it a 2-hour video, but I don't know, make it easier on myself. To not record these in one single hit, because man, it is 7:20 at night too, and I haven't ate at all. And when I last ate, I ate at 10. I do this to myself, but I'm not a skinny person either, and I'm not gigantic, but still I'm losing weight. It's probably just from not eating, but I call it fasting, I guess. It makes me feel better. But to all the new people watching, right, these interrogations don't end up being this quiet most of the time, but we do have an entire playlist over these. And some of the thumbnails aren't really that appealing. I know the ones that I've done recently have really done really well because of the thumbnails, and I might go back and change them. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of changing with my thumbnails. I've kind of found a new direction to go. I guess artistically, right? I make everything. I edit. I make my thumbnails and stuff. The possums, I make them myself. You know what I mean? Yeah. How much is left? Because at this point, I could just chop this out. I mean, we have. How much is that? 10 minutes? No, 15 minutes left. And I hope he comes back soon. Because I feel like I'm just keeping you here for no reason. I'm sorry. But I know there are people who like listening to me. And I do agree. I listen to myself talk sometimes too in videos. And I do find myself entertaining sometimes. But it is just me talking to you in this empty closet. You know what I mean? I'm talking to my mic. It's almost like we're friends. That scared the shit out of me.
Mr. Mcphetridge?
Yes, sir.
We just need to get your social security number so we can process the paperwork. Can I get that from you?
Social security. Then we have a new player in this game.
I believe that's correct. I would, right now, the way I feel, you might want to check the driver's license.
Okay.
No, it ain't even on the driver's license. So yeah, I think that's it.
We'll cross-check it.
If it ain't, I mean, oh God, I'm about to have a mental breakdown because I just can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I done.
He talks too much. He
went
talks way
through
too
with
much.
What I did, and I wouldn't believe
Okay.
it.
Well, we'll cross-check this. Thank you.
You're welcome. I guess I'm back. I'm here talking to you again. I mean, but it's almost like we're just talking. We're friends sitting, chilling. Maybe there's a campfire near. Maybe we're just chilling in the living room, right, waiting for, I don't know, somebody. Maybe the game's about to start. We're just talking about some nonsense. Maybe it's too late at night and, we're in a voice call talking some nonsense. But, yeah. And thank you again to the sponsor, by the way, Scrooge. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not doing my best. But I am trying, I guess. Trying my best to make something out of it. You know what I mean? But yeah. You can do paid requests. If you want me to watch a TCAP person that you want to come out, I will accept it, right? Conditions aren't really that crazy. I'm not charging like immense amount of money. It's not like $500 per video or something. $300, you know what I mean? But still. And I won't be, mean and be like, hey, this video is actually, I already have this video recorded and it's going to come out, tomorrow, but I'm still going to charge you for it, right? Even though I don't pre-record videos for long. I know I just said that the John DuPay one, was out. I recorded that one a while ago, but that one stumped me because I really want to do good for the possum edit, and I was like postponing it, and then it was also finals week and stuff, so that's like the only video I've ever held for that long. I mean, this video I'm recording on Thursday, and this video's gonna come out Saturday, but I'm doing this because I'm trying to write the script and trying to get this all out of the way. Tomorrow I have to try to voice some of the script that I have. But yeah, most videos I record maybe a day or two before I upload them, and that's exclusively record. There are some videos I have actually edited the morning of the upload, and I'm not gonna say it's a stress-free thing I do, but I do that sometimes, and it's not good. But that's how it go, I guess. Yeah, I hope, people who celebrate Christmas, right, I hope you have a good, break. I know people are out of class, so am I. I know there's people who are going on winter break, they're working or whatever, and they're going to be with their families and stuff. I hope everyone stays safe during these holidays. But, yeah. I also had made back to the true crime video I want to make. I've had this idea for the longest time. I've had it for the longest time to make a video like this. And I had only decided on this case. Well, I'll tell you a case that I had wanted to do before I've done this one. I want to do the Black Dahlia murder case, like 5-6 months ago, and it was a recommendation from a friend to look into that. And I got so obsessed with a lot of the information that I didn't know where to start. And I kind of flopped that one. I still have most of the information that I got from it and like the start of a script, but I've never finished it. If you really want me to make a video over the Black Dahlia, go ahead. And if you don't know that case, search it up. I've been told it was a very famous case. I had never heard of it, but yeah. But for this video that I'm making, true crime video that I'm making, I picked this one a month ago, or maybe a month and a half ago, and I told myself I was gonna make it so good, in a month, to make this really refined video. But in the reality of it, I'm making it in less than a week. But I am dedicating a lot of me into this video, and I'm trying. I'm really trying. And as you could tell, I'm probably not gonna make that video super funny. It's not something to joke about. These people really got hurt and died in these videos, and it's just a straight up real life situation. And I'm not going to joke. I know people really like when I'm funny and stuff, but there's just some things that I just cannot be funny in. I'm sorry. And I have been researching it, and let me tell you, it has taken a toll on me a little bit. Over some of the details of it. I'm not saying like, oh, I cried, or like I was depressed or anything, but it is too real what happened in this case. And it's, I don't know, when you dedicate so much of yourself to look into these people's lives and stuff, it's something that feels wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel so wrong looking at these people's lives and stuff. But I tell myself it's from a good place. I'm not doing it to make fun of them, or out of exploit. This is I guess a wish that I've always had, to make a video like this, and I'm trying to prove to myself that I can. And most people who do true crime, they try their best to be respectful, and I will also try to be respectful when I make that video, which hopefully you'll see soon. Unless I don't know, get hit by a truck before that ever comes out, which hopefully not. But yeah, this is just a session for me to just talk to myself. I'm literally looking away from the screen. I'm turning away from the screen. I'm just leaning on my wall now at this point. But yeah, I don't know. A little bit of a therapy session here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking, where this video is going, everything that's in it. But yeah. Don't tell me the rest of this video is just him sitting here. I think it might be. We have 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes left in this. But we'll play it out. You're here for a long video. Maybe you wanted to watch some more interrogation, but I'm sorry. At this point, it's just me talking about myself, But yeah, I don't know, a lot of people have requested me to do a face reveal. And I've only said this on my Instagram. I don't see the point of me ever revealing my face. The attraction for my channel is not me visually. The possum is my identity in this channel, and it's a very huge part of me. I'm not gonna lie. I go through my Instagram, just looking at pictures of these marsupials. And it's funny and entertaining. It's really become a part of my identity, I'm not gonna lie. But thank you for everyone who's been watching. I've had so many people tell me they've been around for so long, and I've known and talked to people that have known me for so long, and it's really impressive to know that some of you have stuck with me for over a year now. And thank you. I recognize a lot of you in my comment sections, right? I might not recognize your usernames, but I can definitely recognize your pictures. And and sometimes I do recognize usernames. I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't, but the most memorable ones I'm able to recognize through pictures. But yeah, and if you're new or watching, hi. I've been doing this for a year and a little bit of change, and yeah, I'm usually a lot more funnier I commentate over these videos, and I actually had an idea to do a like scary video watching thing for a stream, but I might make that a video. Even though I know that most of my audience does not come here for that, but I feel like I would have a lot of fun doing it. I don't like scary things, but I like the idea of. I don't like scary movies in particular. I don't like how they're just some very cheap like jump scares. But I do like creepy and scary stuff that is outside of something like that. Like there's a lot of short story horror on YouTube, which I think will be very fun to watch, and there's a lot of Christmas themed ones too, which I might do for like a New Year video.
They're just about ready to get you out of here. Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
Are they already send cops to the house to search?
No, not at all.
Jesus Christ, that'd be so quick.
Confiscate all the CDs and computer?
Well,
or what?
now that computer you use is the only computer in the house, right? That's in your area?
Yeah.
Are there any other computers in the house?
No, the only other computer that was in the house was broken and
Where's it at?
at a friend's house. We're trying to figure out if we can fix it or not.
Alright.
But there's nothing on it, and honestly, I'll be honest with you. If
Who's
y'all
that friend? Is it the same wrestling buddy friend?
no
Wrestling
on
buddy.
the computer deal,
Mm-hmm.
all the stuff that I've ever downloaded
Mm-hmm.
is on the secondary hard drive.
Right.
So if the cops want that,
Mm-hmm.
if they would allow me to keep the computer and me just give them the hard drive,
Mm-hmm.
I would take it out and hand it to them and let them see the.
Alright. What's your eye color?
Huh?
What's your eye color?
I don't know. It changes.
Green?
It really. It's some days it's green, blue, and
What's your approximate weight?
250, 260.
I'm sort of there too, by the way.
It's always connected to the internet, so
Okay. Do you
Yeah, I'm in that weight range too, but I'm pretty tall, so it
have an emergency phone number?
differentiates. You know what I mean? I'm not like a 200-pound stud that's all pure muscle. You know what I mean? That's not me, but I want to be, I guess. But yeah, but I'm 5'11", I think, or 6.
I'll be
knows?
calling him.
What's this, where this other computer is, your old computer? What's that person's name, where it's at?
Ben.
Do you know his last
Bing.
name?
No,
Do you know his address?
no.
Just Ben? Would your mom know where to find him?
Don't think so. I've never.
What's Ben do?
He repairs computers for a living.
Okay.
If the police want it, I'll take it to him.
Okay. Alright.
Because I ain't gonna fight you guys. Because if I fight you guys, it's gonna make everything worse on me. So
Right. What's your you ever been married at all?
yes.
So are you divorced?
He's divorced.
Alright.
That's probably what's drove me crazy.
You wanna come out here? You come on with me.
Jesus. Before he gets up, it isn't saying that he is married or was married. I'm gonna say because he is divorced, but it isn't saying that he did get married. I know that in the South, like this South, it was like it's so common to get married so young. It's like almost like your life goal is to get married to someone. When in reality, who cares? Who cares? I don't care to get married so young. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's 26 or 29. I think he's 26 though. And he was already he was married already at this point. You know what I mean? That's just crazy. Oh, there he goes. I think that's it. Yeah, that's the end of it. Yeah, that's the end of the video. So, thank you for being here with me. It was more you being here with me than it was looking at the interrogation. And I'm sorry for that. You know what I mean? I want this to be good. But I think I was entertaining. Who knows? Who cares? But yeah, thank you for watching. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching this interrogation. And if somehow you haven't watched the first part, you should have probably watched that first. But you could go watch it after this. You know what I mean? It's all in parts. Who cares? You know what I mean? It should be good to watch anyway. But, yep. Check out my channel. If you like the video, please like the video. It really helps. And subscribe if you're new here and you liked what I have to say. And that's kind of the end of it. Goodbye and have a good day. Enjoy your holidays. I'm probably not going to say that in the next video. So, yeah, enjoy your holidays. You know, Merry Christmas. And, yeah. Bye.